I watched my sister-in-law freeze in shock as the bank screen revealed she had stolen my house, and I had proof she never saw coming. My name is Rachel. And for most of my life, I believed family was the one place betrayal couldn't reach. I was wrong. We lived in Austin, Texas, quiet neighborhood, tree-lined streets, the kind of place where everyone waved but no one really knew each other. I worked as a project coordinator for a construction firm. My husband, Mark, handled real estate investments. He came from a close-knit family, or so I thought. His sister, Lauren, was always around, too involved, too curious, too comfortable asking questions about our finances. But I ignored the feeling in my gut because I wanted peace, because I wanted family, because I believed trust was safer than suspicion. At the time, Mark and I were struggling, not emotionally, but financially. We had invested everything into one property, a fixer-upper we planned to flip. My savings, my inheritance from my late mother, every dollar I had. That house wasn't just property. It was my future. The first crack came quietly. One afternoon, I received a call from a bank asking to confirm a loan application. I told them there must be a mistake. I hadn't applied for anything. They read the details back to me. My name, my address, my signature, but not my handwriting. When I asked Mark, his face went blank for half a second, just long enough. He said his sister had helped with paperwork, that it was temporary, that I was overreacting. A week later, I discovered the property title had changed. My name was gone. Lauren's name was on it. I felt sick. Then the humiliation came. At a family barbecue, Lauren joked loudly about managing the investments better than me. Everyone laughed. I smiled while my chest burned. That night, I broke down in the shower, sobbing quietly so no one would hear me. I almost walked away. Almost. What hurt more than losing the house was how small they made me feel while they were doing it. After the title transfer, everything shifted. Mark stopped answering my questions. Not angrily, worse than that. Calmly, like I was a child who didn't understand adult decisions. He told me I was emotional, that stress was making me paranoid. He suggested therapy. He suggested time off work. He never suggested the truth. Lauren became bolder. She started showing up unannounced, walking through the house like it already belonged to her, commenting on renovations she wanted to make, talking about long-term value while standing in my kitchen. One afternoon, she looked straight at me and said, "You should be grateful someone's handling things properly." I didn't respond, because if I had, I would have screamed. Instead, I nodded, smiled, swallowed my pride like it was poison. That night, I sat alone on the bedroom floor, my back against the bed, staring at the wall. My chest felt tight. My hands were shaking. I couldn't tell if it was fear or anger or heartbreak or all three tangled together. I thought about leaving, packing a bag, starting over, letting them have the house just to be free of the humiliation. I even opened my phone and searched for apartments. But then I looked at my bank app. The balance was almost gone. That's when it hit me. Walking away wouldn't make me strong. It would make their theft permanent. I broke down in the laundry room, my face buried in a towel so no one would hear me cry. I felt embarrassed for even trusting them, embarrassed for needing proof, embarrassed for not seeing it sooner. But buried beneath that shame was something else. Clarity. They weren't confused. They weren't mistaken. They were confident I wouldn't fight back. That realization hurt, but it also lit something inside me. I wiped my face, took a deep breath, and for the first time since this started, I stopped asking why they did it. I started asking how they got away with it. and more importantly, how I was going to take it back. That was the night I stopped being the woman they underestimated and became the woman who would end it. The moment that changed, everything happened in silence. I found old emails in Mark's laptop, messages between him and Lauren, plans, transfers, discussions about moving assets before she notices. That's when I stopped crying. I consulted a property attorney. Quietly, I pulled bank records. I requested notarization logs. I learned that my signature had been forged multiple times. Lauren underestimated me. They both did. They thought I was emotional, soft, distracted. I was documenting everything, every call, every transaction, every lie. I wasn't planning revenge. I was preparing exposure. The confrontation didn't happen at home. It happened at the county property records office. Public, official, final. Lauren was there, smiling confidently, ready to finalize another transfer. When the clerk pulled up the records, I asked one simple question. Can you confirm who notarized these signatures? The room went quiet. The clerk paused, then said, "This notary license was revoked 2 years ago." Lauren's face drained of color. That was the thumbnail moment. The investigator arrived minutes later. My attorney handed over the evidence, the forged signatures, the emails, the financial trail. People stared. Lauren couldn't speak. Mark didn't even look at me. Justice didn't scream. It exposed. Lauren lost the property. Mark lost the marriage. They both lost credibility. As for me, I got my house back. But more importantly, I got myself back. I learned that silence doesn't keep peace. It protects betrayal. And revenge doesn't always mean destruction. Sometimes it means standing still while the truth collapses, everything built on lies.
Before you go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with this story and being part of this journey. If this video moved you, taught you something, or made you feel less alone, please like the video and share it with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Revenge Uncut. We're working hard to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, and your support truly means everything to us. Every single subscription helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you real, emotional, and powerful stories like this one. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us what you felt, what stood out to you, or what this story meant to you. We genuinely read every single comment, and your words inspire us more than you know. Thank you for being here, thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of the Reven.